Good morning students, here in this new video, and this is the second video of this chapter, current electricity. This is second video of the chapter current electricity. In this video we are going to see what is current density. In the previous video I have explained about what is electric current. So current density is defined as amount of charge flowing per second. Amount of charge flowing per second means electric current actually through a unit area held normal to the direction of charge flow. Suppose in this first figure, this is the direction of charge flow and there is an area A held normal to the direction of charge flow. Direction of charge flow is from west to or from left to right. The area is held perpendicular to direction of charge flow. In this case, what is going to be the value of current density? That can be written J is equal to current flowing divided by area of cross section as value of theta, or area vector A and direction of the current flow both are similar, or rate of charge flow and direction of area vector similar. It means value of theta in this case is 0. But suppose if area of cross section is held at angle theta with the direction of current flow, means direction of charge flow. Area vector for the surface is A cap suppose, then component of the area vector perpendicular to direction of charge flow is going to be A cos theta. And in this case, the current density J is written as current divided by component of the area vector normal to the direction of charge flow or normal to the direction of current flow. So that equation for current density in this case is going to be I divided by A cos theta. Then what can be the SI unit of current density? SI unit of current density is, as we know, unit of current is ampere and unit of area, that is meter square. So unit of current density is going to be ampere per meter square. So what will be the value of current in terms of current density? So dot product of current density and area vector of the surface provides electric current, and we know that dot product of two vectors always going to be a scalar quantity. So current density is a vector quantity, but current is a scalar quantity. If current density is a vector quantity, then what is going to be the direction of this vector? So direction of the current density is in the direction of the positive charge flow through a conductor. If an electric current is established in that conductor, so direction of the current density is similar to direction of the positive charge flow. Students, in this part of the video, we are going to see what is Ohm's law. You have studied earlier in the class 10th what is Ohm's law. According to statement, the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference applied across the conductor, provided the temperature and the other physical conditions remain unchanged. Suppose this is a conductor AB. If temperature of the conductor and physical conditions of the conductor, physical condition means the conductor is not being deformed, it remains in its original form, then the current flowing through the conductor, that is I, is directly proportional to potential difference applied across the ends of the conductor. This is Ohm's law. Simple statement. It means V is proportional to I. If we take proportionality constant, we can write V is equal to R into I. This R is called resistance. Resistance of the conductor. This resistance is actually opposition or hindrance applied by the conductor to the flow of electric charge from end A to B is called resistance of the conductor. So what can be the formula for the resistance of this conductor? R is going to be ratio of V is to I. It means for a metallic conductor or a solid conductor, this ratio going to remain constant. Then this ratio V is to I is resistance of the conductor. So what can be the SI unit of the resistance? SI unit of the resistance is volt ampere inverse, and this is called ohm and written as omega. Students, see, if resistance of the conductor R is equal to ratio of potential difference V is to I, then how we can define 1 ohm resistance? If we put both the values unit, so if 1 ampere current flow through a conductor due to 1 volt potential difference applied, the resistance of the conductor is 1 ohm. If we plot a graph between potential difference and current flowing through the conductor, this graph is going to be a straight line. You know, to calculate the resistance of the conductor whose VI graph is given, we can take 2 points A and B on the graph, draw perpendiculars on the two axes. Suppose this angle is theta. So what is going to be the value of tan theta? That is slope of the graph. Slope of the graph is BC by AC, or BC is change in current divided by change in potential difference. So 1 by tan theta is going to be AC divided by BC, or 1 by tan theta is equal to resistance of the conductor. It means reciprocal of the slope of VI graph. If V is taken on x-axis, I on the y-axis. In that condition, reciprocal of the slope of the graph is equal to resistance of the conductor. Suppose this graph is given like this. If I is here and V, sometimes this type of graph may be given. In that condition, if we find slope, this is theta A, B, C. In that condition, value of tan theta, that is slope of the graph, is going to be equal to resistance of the conductor, whose graph is given in the figure. In both the ways, we can calculate value of the resistance of a given conductor from their VI graph. Students, what are the factors which affect resistance of a conductor? So there are 4 factors which decide the resistance of a given conductor. First is length. So resistance of a conductor, suppose this is a conductor, of length L and its area of cross section is A. So resistance of the conductor is directly proportional to its length. This is the first factor. More is the length of conductor, more will be the resistance. Second factor is area of cross section. Suppose that conductor is cylindrical in shape. If the conductor is cut anywhere perpendicular to its length, the end face area is called area of cross section.